Hi everyone, thanks for being here. So we'll do a quick but powerful flow to strengthen and then release the shoulders. So you can join me at the top of the mat in Samasthiti, with the big toes touching and the heels slightly apart. You can close the eyes just to begin to allow the attention to shift inwards, to feel the feet rooting down so you can connect into that stability from the earth. And to feel the heart lifting and expanding and the crown of the head lifting and expanding. So we feel this reaching in those two opposite directions. And through that we can find stability and opening at the same time. And we start with an Om together, palms to heart center. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, bringing the arms back down to your side, opening the eyes. And we'll start with some Surya Namaskara sun salutations to warm up the body. Inhale, arms over your head, palms touch. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Inhale, half lift. Lift the heart away from the legs. Exhale, step or jump back into a plank. Lower down through Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Point the toes, lift the heart, bend the elbows if you need to. Exhale into downward facing dog. You can roll through the toes or tuck the toes from tabletop and then move into downward facing dog. Let's just take a few breaths here and use this moment to just check in with the body. Check in with where you are right now, what your energy is like today, what the internal space of the body is like today, if there's anything that's present for you, sensations, emotions, thoughts, just noticing. Let's take one more breath here. Fully exhale. Step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale into half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come to stand. Press through the feet as you reach the arms up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, arms over your head again. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump back. Shoulders away from the ears as you bend the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift the heart, reach the toes. Exhale into downward facing dog. Good. Settle here again for a few breaths. Deepening the breath, establishing that smooth, rhythmic breathing in and out through the nose. We match the length of the inhales to the length of the exhales. And without pushing and pulling the breath, without forcing it, staying within the length that works for you, where you don't have to strain the breath, but it still feels full and nourishing. One more. Fully exhaling, step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to stand. Press through the feet, drop the tailbone, reach the arms. Exhale, Samasthiti. One more. Inhale, arms over your head. Exhale, fold. Relax the back and the neck. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Deep, steady breaths. Relax the neck, gazing up towards the thighs or towards the navel. And engage the legs, press through the hands, and reach the sit bones up and back. One more breath here. Fully exhale. Step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, folding. Inhale, come to stand. Press down to reach up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Good. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, Utkatasana chair pose, arms over your head. Exhale, fold, straightening the legs as much as it's comfortable. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump back. Draw the lower belly in, bend the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, back heel down. Inhale, Virabhadrasana. Bend into the right knee as you reach the arms up. Exhale. Let's come back down. Step back and bend the elbows. Lower the knees to modify. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Other side, left foot forward, back heel down. Inhale, come up. Strong legs, reach up. Exhale, come back down. Step back and bend the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press the shoulders, lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Settling here, you could also settle in child's pose. Settle into the breath. Smooth it out. Smooth out the edges. Feel the fullness of the inhales all around the rib cage. One more here. Fully exhale. Step or jump to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms over your head. Exhale, Samasthiti. Good. Let's move on. Inhale, arms over your head, don't bend the knees. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump back. Slowly lower through Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring the right foot forward. Lower the back heel to Trikonasana. So both legs are straight. Keep the right hand down. Reach the left arm up. If the hamstrings are a little too tight to bring the hand to the floor, bring a hand to a block. Or a hand to the shin if you don't have a block. Good. And then feel both feet rooting down and both hands reaching away from each other. Deep, steady breaths. Feel the spine lengthening, crown of the head reaching towards the top of the mat. One more breath. And on your exhale, we're going to shift into half moon pose. So bend into the right knee, bring the right hand to the top right corner of the mat. Hand on the floor or hand on a block. Pick up the left leg and reach the left arm up. Good. You can gaze down or gaze up towards that left hand. Make sure that right leg is strong. And the left foot is flexed. So you can reach back through the left heel as you reach forward through the heart. And draw the lower belly in. Just take one more breath here. And as you exhale, we're going to go into Virabhadrasana B. So you're going to bend into the right knee, step that left foot way back, keep the left knee bent, arms out to the side, warrior two. Good. Relax the shoulders, gazing softly over the right fingers, and the legs are strong. Feel that strength of the legs. On your next exhale, reverse warrior. Left hand slides down the left leg as the right arm reaches over and back. Good. So as you reach back through your right fingers, drop the tailbone, bend into the right knee, and breathe deeply into the side body. Good. One more breath here. And then as you exhale, we're going to go into extended side angle, but we're going to bring the right hand on the inside of the right foot, on the floor or on a mat, and reach your left arm straight up. Good. So you feel this bind, the right shoulder pressing against the inside of the right knee. And feel that expansion out through both hands as you press down and away from each other with the feet. The feet press down and away from each other. Good. Draw the lower belly in. One more breath. Exhale, we're going to bring the left hand down to the floor and pick up the left heel. And then you can move that right foot out to the side a little bit more. Good. So that both hands are on the inside of the right foot. So again, if you need to put the hands on blocks here, you can. Or if you want to take it a little bit deeper, reach the arms forward into Krishnasana. So I know the legs might be burning, but stay with it. Reach the arms in front of you onto the fingertips and allow the pelvis to move towards the mat. Good, deep breaths. Reach that right knee forward and reach the left heel back. One more breath. If you're in Krishnasana, walk the hands back and the left hand is going to stay on the mat. We're going to reach the right arm up for a twist. Good. So you're opening the heart. And again, bend into the right knee, reach back through the left heel, and spread across the collarbone. So again, feel the hands reaching away from each other. On your next exhale, bring the hand down to the floor now to frame the right foot. Inhale, step back into a high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Other side, left foot forward, back heel down, and reach the the right arm up. Again, if you need a block underneath the hand, or the hand can be on the floor, or it can be catching the big toe. Settle into this form. Be here, feel the legs rooting down, and the arms reaching away from each other. Smooth, steady breaths. One more. And as you exhale, shifting into half moon, so bend into the left knee, left hand shifts to the top left corner of the mat. Pick up the right arm and the right leg. Good. And see if you can shift the weight so it's mostly in that left foot and not so much in the left hand. So from there you can press through the left foot, reach back through the right heel, reach forward through the heart, and reach up through the right hand. So feel all those directions. Tone the lower belly, one more breath. And we're going to prepare to move back into Virabhadrasana. So bend into the right knee and shoot that right leg as far back as you can. If it didn't go far back enough, you can readjust. Good. Settle into Virabhadrasana. Make sure that left knee is over the left ankle. And you're lifting from the arches. Rooting down through the feet, lifting through the arches. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the muscles in the face. On your next exhale, reverse warrior. Slide the right hand down, reach the left arm back. Good. And as you reach the left arm back, roll that shoulder away from the ear. So you feel like you're reaching through the pinky. Drop the tailbone, bend into the left knee a little bit more. Keep the left knee moving over the left ankle. One more breath, moving a little deeper. And now transitioning into extended side angle with the left hand on the inside of the left foot, on the floor or on a block. Reaching the right arm straight up. So you can feel this line from the left hand pressing down, spreading across the collarbones, all the way through the right arm reaching up. Good. Strong legs, draw the lower belly in. And keep pressing the left shoulder against the left knee. If it's too much to gaze up, gaze to the side. Stay with it, one more breath. And as you exhale, bring the right hand down to the floor. Move the left foot out to the side a little bit, to the left side edge of the mat. So you can come into this lizard pose. Good. Another option here is to lower the knee down if you need that break. But if you want to go deeper, keep that right knee up. Reach the right arm, reach the arms out in front of you for Krishnasana. Onto the fingertips so you feel the pelvis evenly moving towards the floor. Deep breaths. Left knee moves forward, right heel moves back. One more. And walk the hands back. Right hand stays down and left arm reaches up. Good. So keep bending the left knee, reaching back through the right heel and spreading across the collarbone, reaching both hands away from each other. Expansion. Breathe into that spaciousness. Good, one more breath. Exhale, frame the left foot. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, let's come through to seated. Jump through or lower the knees, cross the shins, and bring the legs out in front of you. Good. Let's take Dandasana. Hands next to the hips, flex the feet, and press the heels into the mat. Drop the chin. Draw the lower belly in. Start to feel the pelvic floor waking up if it hasn't already. So engaging between the sit bones, drawing the lower belly in just above the pubic bone, and breathing deeply. As you breathe in, breathe deeply down into the pelvis. Take one more breath here. Good, release that. If you have blocks, grab your blocks. And you're gonna bring your hands, your blocks or your hands just in front of the hips. Good. Now we're gonna sit up into L-sit. We're gonna try. So the hands or the blocks are in front of the hips, and we're gonna press through the hands, press through the shoulders, and lift the hips up and back. So as you do that, the heels are gonna slide back. Lift the hips up into L-sit. Good. For 3, 2, 1, and come down. We're gonna do that a couple more times. And so even if you don't come up all the way, just see if you can start getting that feeling of pressing through the hands, pitching the shoulders forward, sliding the hips back and up, sliding the heels back, and coming into this very aponic form where you drop the tailbone, draw the lower belly in, all right? Hands on the mat or hands on the block, pitch the shoulders forward, press through the hands, shift the hips back, slide the heels back. Good, maybe you lift one foot. For 3, 2, 1, lift the other foot. 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Good, cross the shins. Keep the hands in the blocks where they are. Bring the weight forward into the feet. Press through the hands, lift the hips again, and then maybe you swing the legs back or you walk the legs back all the way into a plank. Inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, we're gonna jump through. So bring the shoulders over the hands, cross the shins, slide the legs through or walk the legs through until they're straight. Try to straighten the legs before you lower the hips. Exhale, come down. Good, that's hard. Let's try it just one more time. Hands on the blocks or on the floor. Pitch the shoulders forward, hips come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come down. Good, all right. Bring the blocks over to the side. And let's again cross the shins, roll over the feet, and come into a plank position. You can also lower the knees if you need to modify this. And we'll do just a couple of scapula push-ups. So what that means is keep the arms straight, and we're just gonna move with the scapula. So retract first by letting the shoulder blades come towards each other. It feels like the chest sinks down between the shoulders. And then inhale, press through the shoulders so the shoulder blades move away from each other and you round the upper back. Good, let's do that 5 times. Lower down, retract, and lift up, protract. 5, lower down, lift up. 4, keep the tailbone dropped, tone the lower belly. 3, the knees can be lifted or lowered. Keep breathing. 2, and 1. Exhale, let's come into a puppy pose. So walk the hands out in front of you and then lower the forehead to the floor or the chest and the chin towards the floor. Good. All right. And so if you're in that puppy pose, feel the shoulder blades wrapping around towards the front of the body. So you make this an active puppy pose. You feel the upper back spreading. So you're actively engaging the serratus. And then allowing the heart to move towards the floor. One more breath here. And coming out of it, coming into a tabletop. And now we're gonna thread the needle, but before we go into the stretching version of thread the needle, we're gonna do some active thread the needles. So we're gonna inhale, lift the right arm up as you press through the left hand, and then exhale, reach the right arm under and through, but don't let the hand touch the floor. Again, inhale, reach the right arm up, press through the left shoulder, exhale, reach the right arm through, reach as far as you can. Again, inhale, we'll do total 5, exhale, reach through. 2 more, inhale, reach the arm up, exhale, reach through. 1 more, inhale, and exhale this time, stay there. So now you can come into the stretching version where you reach the arm through and let the outside of the right shoulder rest on the floor. And then that left hand can stay where it is, or it can reach over your head. So we're moving into the thoracic a little bit. Deep, steady breaths. One more. Go ahead, bring that left hand back. Come back into tabletop, and let's do the other side. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Open across the collarbones. Exhale, reach the left arm through. 5. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Feel that movement in the upper spine. Inhale. Exhale. 2. So you're trying to keep the pelvis as even as possible. And it's the upper spine that's moving. And 1. And then on your last one, you can hold it there. Let the shoulder and the left arm rest on the floor. Breathing deeply into any tension or restrictions that you might feel. Sending the breath there. One more deep breath. And slowly coming back to tabletop. Good. Inhale, let's take some cat-cows here. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the sit bones. And then exhale, drop the tailbone, press through the shoulders. Good, let's just take 2 more. Inhale, arching the spine, lifting the heart. Exhale, rounding the spine from the tailbone all the way to the head. Inhale, good, feel the 2 ends of the spine moving. And exhale, come back to neutral. And let's sit on our knees. Good, crossing the right arm over the left arm at the elbows, and then if possible, bend at the elbows and bring the palms together. So it's like eagle arms. Good, and then to deepen into this, you can lift the elbows, drop the shoulder blades actively away from the ears. So you move the shoulders down, lift the elbows up. Deep breath. Good, exhale, release that, switch sides. So now the left arm is on top. Good, 1 more breath. And release that. Good. Roll the shoulders a little bit if you need to. Shake out the arms. Maybe take a moment here to like stretch the neck a little bit. So maybe bringing the right knee to the right ear to the right shoulder. And then just do a couple of half rolls. Sometimes the tightness in the shoulders, it's like tightness is also coming into the neck. So just keep rolling from one side to the other side, and then feel free to stop. If you find a place in the neck with like extra tension, just stop there, breathe into it, and see if it loosens up a little. Relax the shoulders. Release. Just a couple more breaths here. Working through all of those tissues in the neck. And when you're ready, let's come into a Sphinx pose. Just have a little back bend moment, but nothing too intense. So coming onto your belly and bringing the elbows underneath the shoulders. And if you want to make this less intense, if this is already too intense for you, then just slide the elbows forward. And that'll ease up the bend in the lower back. Good. And we'll just be here for a few really deep breaths. You can make this passive by just completely relaxing everything, or you can make this active by pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, lift the kneecaps, draw the lower belly in, and actively pull the heart forward through the shoulder blades. So you feel like you're moving the rib cage away from the pubic bone. Good. And you feel the back muscles start to turn on and engage. Press the shoulders down. Deep breaths. Just take about 3 more breaths here wherever you are. Good. And release that. Good. And we'll just do one more shoulder stretch before we lie for Shavasana. So come down to lie on your stomach, reach the arms out to the side into a T shape, and then bend at the elbows. So you're at a, like cactus arms, I think is what they call it. Good. And then we're gonna look over to the left, bend the left knee, and then you're gonna bring that left foot over to the outside of the right leg. Good, so then you should feel stretch into the right shoulder. Good, and then it depends on like how much weight you transfer over into that left foot will allow you to kind of gauge the intensity of this. So maybe you're just like bringing the foot over in that direction, but it's not really putting any weight to ease up on it. But then if you like fully plant the left foot, then that's when it gets really intense. Good. Take a couple more deep breaths here, breathing into the shoulder. Exhale, release that. Let's come into the other side. Bend the left elbow, look over to the right, bend the right knee, and then bring that foot over across. Maybe it doesn't even touch the floor. So it's like you're coming to the outside of the left hip to stretch into that left shoulder. Deep breaths. One more breath here. And slowly come out of it. And let's make our way into Shavasana. So you can just flip over, or you can take a Vinyasa if you want. And come through. Lying down on your back. Good. Allowing the feet to be separate. The palms to be a little bit wider than the feet. Completely relax. Taking this moment to completely relax. Nowhere to be, nothing to do, but just be here with the eyes closed, allowing everything that's present to simply be there. Allow the breath to be natural. Spontaneously moving in and out through the nostrils. Releasing the tension behind the eyes, in the jaw, and in the throat. Releasing all that tension. Feel free to stay here longer, but if you're ready to come out of it, start to wake up the body, deepen the breath. Make small movements with the body. Bringing the knees into the chest, falling over to either side, and slowly making your way to a seated position. Good, and we'll just take one final moment here, together, but in silence. Tuning into the residue from the practice. The short, but still counts, still powerful. We'll finish with an Om together. Deep breath in. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.